Okay, welcome to our sharing time as a group. I'm going to go first and present on Java collections. Jerem will go next. It's on Hibernate, right, Jerem?
Jason, Corey's Hibernate.
Oh, sorry. Jason, Jerem, Corey Hibernate. Jacob is J.
JUnit testing.
Unit testing. Thank you, Jacob. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you guys real quick to show you guys some sandbox code. So long story short, collections is just a term like a class, for instance. So we'll say cars is collections, and then inside of collections you have all these different data types. So for instance, you have hash maps, you have tree maps, you have hold on, I have a list of these things: array lists, tree sets, linked lists. You have a whole bunch of these different kinds of storage type. And collection is just a term to describe all of them as a group. So pretty much, I just went through and I started with an array list. I'm just going to show you some code real quick. All right. So at the very top, I just have my main that's going to run the individual functions. I have my string array list. I added a null to the string, and I remove the null from the string. So I just declare the array list here and the type. So string, I did football teams, and then this allocates new memory for this array list. I did the New York Jets, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so on. I use a full loop to display everything inside the array list. And then I have a try catch statement here for anything that were to go wrong if it did.
So those are your favorite teams or least favorite teams?
Those are just teams that came to mind. Oh, man. So here I have a null. I want to add a null in there, and then I print it. I'll show you guys what my output looks like. You can probably see it at the bottom. Same thing, I just add a null, and then here I actually just remove the null. So I do it before, and this is going to print out the null, and then I do it after with the null removed. So I'm going to run this real quick to show you guys. It's pretty much already there. But so the first one has all the teams I entered in plus the null. And then the second function I call has the null and then the null removed after. So pretty much I just started on some sandbox code. I know I have a lot more to do. But like Barney said, it's just getting started is the kind of tough part. So I'm thinking of finishing up the array list tonight, and then I'll get started on hash maps, tree maps, tree sets, and linked lists. I think I'm probably going to do an example for each one. Something that was pretty cool that Brother Barney showed in his book. By the way, I'd recommend you guys read chapter. Hold on, let me stop this. Read chapter, I think it's like 2, 3, or 4 in his book. It talks a lot about Java collections and JUnit testing and those kinds of things. So Jacob, I recommend you read that for sure because I know it helped me understand it a lot.
And that's in the doing more with Java?
Java, yeah. He even has some videos and some things that are pretty nifty if you want to download it on the iBook store if you have a Mac. It's nifty because it has videos and stuff on it. If not, it's in the zip file you guys downloaded from. So that's pretty much it. I'll hopefully get the other sandbox code thing finished by Thursday, so I can show him, and then Friday so I can present, and then yeah. So once you guys are done, we can talk about how long we'll keep on.
Okay.
Here's one.
For mine, I'll just mine. So for Hibernate, trying to find stuff. I found a ton of guys from India talking about, hello, this is the Hibernate for Java. I can't tell if they're talking about Java or Java the Hutt, but okay, now for the Java Hibernate. I'm just like, I can't follow these guys. Like, they sound really knowledgeable, but it's so hard to follow. Luckily,
Pretty well. Do it again. That's pretty good.
I'll save myself the embarrassment. I don't want to embarrass myself. You can tell I had lots of phone calls from these people. Because I got viruses on your computer, sir. Anyways, back to seriousness. Found some of the videos that some of the other groups have posted from semesters past where they've been able to explain it, and given their normal English accents and some of the examples that they have found, I kind of have a better understanding of how Hibernate works. Not enough that I feel like I don't have anything really to present just yet in terms of sandbox code. Still trying to wrap that around. But it looks like you'll have like your objects and stuff in your database, and then the way you code it, like for everything that would refer to a row, you give a certain object type within Java, and then for the columns, you give it like its own class or something. Anyways, once I understand it better, I'll be able to explain it and show you guys, but it's coming. So that's about where I'm at with that, just working on that, trying to find some stuff. I'll start hopping into the book now that I found some base ground from some non-technical people explaining it. So, and that's all I got for Hibernate. So,
Alrighty. Gerald?
Okay, I will go. So, last time I talked about how JSON is an acronym for JavaScript Object Notation. So I put together an example of that. So I'm going to try to, since I'm using my phone, oh, come on. Oh, it might not work. Hey, Greg, would you mind pulling up this for me? Let's see.
Yeah.
There's a link I just sent in one of the group chats that we have. Corey's got it there. But this is an example of a JSON document I put together. So, perfect, thank you. All right, so here I've created a books. So I've got Harry Potter, Chronicles of Narnia, and Lord of the Rings. And then in each of those I have an object called characters that holds an array of characters. And then I also have an object of author that gives the name of the author. So this is a fairly basic example of a JSON document and the way it's laid out. So that's about it. It's pretty straightforward and simple. Just basically and you can take this kind of thing and translate it into XML, kind of a different layout, but that doesn't matter as much to our topic here. So that's about it. Sorry?
Did you write that through Java?
No, I wrote this in JSON. There is a JSON class in Java that you can use to create this. So I'm going to have that for next time, showing how to do that. So
You wrote it in a JSON language? I don't know.
what was your question, Jacob?
You said you wrote it in JSON and not Java? I don't understand. Your mic's muted.
Yeah, you're muted, Jerem.
Okay, there we go. So this is JSON itself, how it's laid out, and there's a Java class you can use to write or to compile, not compile, I can't think of the word, but to render this JSON itself.
So it's an object. And class and output it like.
Yeah. Yep, that's about it.
All right, Jacob.
So what I had, I showed a couple of you that I had some sandbox code. It was a disaster. The JUnit, you got to import the JUnit. Let me see here. I had the import static org.junit assert, and the purpose of that is to assert that the conditions are what you expect them to be. And that the classes have to be in a whole nother, like a whole nother spot. They have to be two different Java files. It wasn't necessarily on the track that I believed that I was making progress on. You gotta use an add before annotation, and you gotta use a test annotation repeatedly to verify what it is you're attempting to do. And unfortunately, the progress that I've made is mostly have to be scrapped.
So, Jacob, if I can recommend something, I was reading through, where is it? Oh, not it. Where did it go? Sorry. I'm just going to screen share something with you real quick. If this thing will let me do it. Hold on. All right, 1 second. I have my. There we go. Do you see that? So this is his Doing More with Java book. Okay. This talks about in depth. This talks about JUnit testing, and it goes through it pretty well. It is.
I don't think so, but okay. Let's see what you got.
Well, it's so chapter 3, 3.3, section 3, and it goes through and it kind of explains. Oh, sorry. what a JUnit test is and how to use them. It pretty much is testing, and from what I read, it's not even has to do with much code like in NetBeans or anything. It looks like it's just like a kind of a UML, kind of, not really, but like for each class, when you input stuff, what's the results going to be? It's kind of what it looks like to me. Now I may be totally wrong. If I am, by all means, keep going where you're at. But this is what I got out of.
That is pretty much wrong.
Oh, this is wrong?
No, what I've done is pretty well wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just a recommendation. Maybe you can check some of that stuff out. Maybe reprehend about it a bit better. I know I haven't. I just read through this because I was reading about collections. So.
Yeah. Have you guys taken the time to go have like your bi-weekly meeting with them yet?
Not yet. Not me, anyways. I'm planning on doing that towards the end of the week.
Yeah.
I intend to meet him tomorrow, though the progress I've made is virtually non-existent. At least from what I believe. I believed I was making great progress, but it all got slammed today. But
Corey,
anyway, I'll meet him tomorrow.
Corey, have you had your meeting with him?
I've had one so far.
Yeah, how'd it go?
He just kind of sat there and talked back to me a little bit. You know, it wasn't. I was expecting him to kind of give to. I didn't know what questions to ask, and so I just kind of went there and basically said, just so you know, I have no idea what on earth I'm doing. Just giving you a heads up. So you're probably going to be seeing me a lot more often than bi-weekly once things start rolling. You can meet with him more often than once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, he just recommends at least once every 2 weeks.
I don't understand. He told you he has no idea what he's doing.
No. I told him I had no idea what I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I probably have a very similar reaction if I heard he said, "Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing," but no, yeah. No, I said I had no idea what I was doing.
Good thing it was you.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Alright.
How much longer?
And then, do you guys want me to reserve a room for Thursday?
Your room is pretty coming from your side. Just let you know. I need how long we want to topics.
Sorry.
And the idea how topics.
You keep breaking up.
Can everyone else hear me? Yeah.
I hear you, and I'm echoing.
Okay, there's a from your side. Echo. Your side.
I'm hearing everything twice.
Yeah. So Jacob and Corey, can you hear me okay? Am I skipping? Okay, so I bet you it's just that echo. Probably throwing it.
It's like delayed sometimes.
Okay. So time frame on current subject.
The ones we're on right now. I think maybe if we stay with these ones till Thursday, and then maybe after Thursday we could do new topics for the next week on Tuesday for our meeting. So next week's Tuesday meeting.
Does that sound okay? Corey, Jacob, what do you think?
I'm doing my second chat window, so it's completed at 3 echo.
I'll have a better idea once I talk to Brother Barney tomorrow.
Okay.
It's been 2 weeks now. I apparently can't even grasp the concept on one of these, alone 14 or however many there are.
Right. Well, the JUnit testing, he has also. Let me show you some pretty good reference stuff on his website. Under there we go. Resources. Where is it? Oh, I saw it somewhere. Oh, it's just unit. Hold on. Oh, there we go. So let me just share it with you real quick, and then we'll call it for the night. All right. So you see this, Jacob?
1 sec.
If you go to his website, there's a whole section on different kind of tests, and then there's number 2 and 3 are the definition and the homepage.
Yeah, example of a JUnit test.
Yeah. Have you looked at this stuff yet?
I can take another look.
Okay. Maybe tomorrow in class you just ask Brother Barney to explain it to you. Because, I mean, he's willing to be there and do whatever you ask as long as you ask the right questions. So, all right, guys. I say we just call it for the night. We'll meet up on Thursday. Corey, if you can get that room reserved.
Okay. It'll probably be a different room. But it'll still be in the MC.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
All righty. Tomorrow.
Peace out.